Social shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's some social shit for everyone, you know what I'm saying? Like, I made this be myself, so hit me. Woo! I mean, like, we can pull that clown shit away. There's some real shit for you. I'm spazzing right now, so listen, let's go. Yeah. It's in their bones, the thugs in harmony for the love of the money. Then fall victim for the cookie, then turn pussy, it's lonely. You said you hold it down when life get rough, we're here now, so show me. We move them losses to them wins. Heavy pounds, we make it ends meet. Converse with only few who make me feel like I be 10 feet.
Yo, what's going on? What's going on? My brothers, the man them, big up the gal them, big up everybody, man, inside the damn building, man. Hope everyone is blessed. Good afternoon. First and foremost, obviously we're here gonna do a last 16 UCL reaction, man. Let's take a look back at some of the football that's obviously been played over these two legs in the round of 16s. Couple of interesting results, obviously depending on what team you do support. Some interesting results, some interesting games as well, man. Some of the games actually from last night were very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. One team just seems to have this judge on the Champions League, which is always very, very interesting, man. But guys, as always, man, smash a like, share, subscribe, watching this live or not. Make sure you do that for me. Big up Savage in the cut. If you are free, my bro. I just sent the link, man. But I'm not trying to be here for too long anyway. So obviously this was the round of 16. This was the fixtures that they had. So obviously we had Barca versus Benfica, obviously Liverpool versus PSG, Inter Feyenoord, Leverkusen Bayern. That was actually an interesting game, to be fair. Lille versus Dortmund, Villa versus Club Brugge, Atleti versus Madrid, and Arsenal versus PSV. I mean, you can see with some of these scores, obviously, Barcelona winning the first leg 1-0, Liverpool winning 1-0, Inter winning the first leg 2-0, Bayern slapping like a Leverkusen. That one was actually one of the most interesting ones because I didn't expect them to win 3-0, especially because they faced each other, you know, in the Bundesliga, and Bayern just couldn't seem to, you know, get past Leverkusen. So I didn't think that they were going to be able to beat them so comfortably as they did. But listen, they did. Lille and Dortmund obviously 1-1 draw. Villa, listen, man, that was a complete performance from Villa against Club Brugge. The Madrid derby, we had obviously Madrid coming out 2-1 victors in that first leg, and I mean Arsenal completely annihilated PSV. To be honest with you, that was basically no point. There was no point in even having that second leg. To be honest with you, you could have played under 23s. Although there was some decent goals in that game, man. There was some decent goals in the game. Big up Savage, man. What are you telling me, bro?
Big up, bro. You hear me properly?
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
I have to keep apologizing for not having the camera on. It's because I'm in the studio, innit? So
no.
People walking now. You good though, yeah?
Yeah, man. I'm all blessed, man. How's your day been anyway, man? How's your day been?
All right, man. Couple photo shoots and some gym clients earlier. That's about it, bro. Well, yeah, man. All good.
How's Adele? She good?
Yeah. Blessed, bro. She's blessed, man. She's comfy. It's great voice and you know the vibes, bro.
Yeah, skin looking fresh, boy. Silky and looking silky. All right. So obviously, you know why we're here. Obviously, what we're going to wrap about for the next half hour or so. But let's start off with the first fixture. Let's start off with the first one that popped up on my list. Liverpool versus PSG. So as I said, obviously Liverpool coming into the second leg, obviously winning 1-0. We already know, we've spoken about this for like however long over the last couple of days and whatnot. As we know, people, PSG winning 4-1 on penalties. What I'll ask you then, because like I said, I don't really want to go too, because we've spoken about this before, like when we found out that we was playing PSG.
Yeah.
How did you look at the tie prior to the game?
I didn't want to play them. Yeah, I didn't want to play them. I mean, you're the only one I've really had the conversation with about Liverpool this season, because obviously I can't be bothered to be the party pooper and that, innit? You know what I mean? And I'm not even, a lot of the times, I'm always of the belief that when we're going to do these shows and all that, I thought people want to analyse stuff properly, so it's not an emotional thing, because we've already got the 3 points or whatever. I'm just saying what I see. And as I said to you, I remember, like, it's going back to, like, I know it's the league, not the Champions League at the time, but I remember from, like, us playing against Brentford or something like that early in the season. I think we won the game, but there was a couple of like shots they had on that. And I mean, you was talking about, yeah, this person was good and that, and everyone was going crazy. Oh, yeah, Gravenberch, bro, I love Gravenberch, bro, but in this game, I'm like, there's a hole there, bro. I can see it a mile off. And I've just seen it all season. For me, I don't remember any outstanding, like, I don't know. I don't remember any outstanding performances from Liverpool. I mean, yeah, there's a couple actually. Champions League, there's been a few. There's had its ups and downs and that, but I feel like, you know, I think we outplayed Leverkusen when we played them, outplayed Madrid when we played them. AC
Even
Milan,
then, you know, like we outplayed, we did.
Yeah.
But, you know, like, I didn't feel like that was like that wasn't like Madrid. If that, I don't know how to be how that.
I know exactly what you mean. Obviously, you know I weren't going to speak on it because these men are stupid, bro. They think that I love Madrid more than Liverpool. I don't love any other team more than Liverpool, but I didn't speak about it at the time. But I remember, like, even my son and that, you know the, oh, you've got to play Bradley next because he locked up Mbappe. I mean, locked up. Every time someone says that to me, the only thing they give to me is the tackle.
Yeah, literally.
And I'm like, there was no Vinny. And there was defenders and that missing, but that whatever. Like, you won the game, and we did have a good record of basically everyone who was the top of their league. We beat them so far this season, apart from PSG. So, I just feel like the writing was on the wall, and it's fine in the Premier League because the Premier League gives you other chances and it gives you opportunities, and everyone in the league isn't PSG level. So usually, it doesn't shock me because Nottingham we couldn't even beat Nottingham, to be honest, but these kind of teams on a regular season are the ones we're expected to beat. So our seasons normally come down to, can we beat Man City? Pretty much. And over the last couple of seasons, can we beat Arsenal? Because before that, we just used to smoke Arsenal all the time. So it's fine margin. So yes, when I'm watching the game, I'm happy and stuff like that. But for everyone getting impressed over these wins and that, I'm like, bruv, we're supposed to beat all these teams, bro. We're supposed to just turn up, and as long as we play our game properly, we're supposed to beat them. So I'm not that impressed. So when I saw PSG, as soon as I seen everyone getting hype over the fact that we got them, I was like, oh, you man have got in your head that Mbappe left and you ain't watched the PSG game since, bro. And then the only PSG you've seen after that is when you check the goal scores, you check the little highlights after the TNT games and that. He's like, oh, PSG's not doing too good in the Champions League.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. But also in the league, they ain't last for like 23 games or something like that. So you should have probably checked that as well. And you don't rate it, and then that's what happens, bro. It ends up being a shock. And now I'm sure you've seen it because I see it under your comments when you tweet stuff or when you did your Vitinha video and that. All of a sudden, yeah, he's a baller. I've always said that. And I've always said that. What's funny, because we never heard you say these things, bro.
Bro, never. Like, ever.
I've only heard you, apart from myself, I've only heard you talk about Jon Neves. No, bro, I swear. Vitinha manager's acting like he's just like, oh yeah, he's good. He's good. I'm like, bro, brother, I don't, bro. When Cravel was linked to Liverpool only a couple months ago, I was excited because I was hoping, but I didn't think we'd get him anyway. I was hoping.
Yeah, no, of course.
I knew everyone was going to be like, yeah, he's not that great anyway. As soon as we didn't get him, no, he is. He really is, bro. And then, not to mention all the plethora of youth they have on the bench,
bro.
It's ridiculous, bro.
Like, they're bringing off Zaire Emery. They're bringing on Doué. They're like, I was sitting there thinking, bro, like, how many? And what's that? I don't want to be rude, yeah. Like, let me actually find his name. The South Korean brother. Like, I don't want to be rude and say his name wrong.
Lee.
Say that again.
Lee.
Oh, was it Lee? Oh, okay, I thought it was like something else. Like, I thought it was something else. But yeah,
hey man, there's one thing I need to teach you, bro. If you just say Lee or Kim, you can't go wrong, blood. It's one of them.
Well, what's the Bayern one? What's his name? Kim Min Jae. Like, it's gonna be
Lee? Kim. That's what I'm saying, bro. It's Kim or Lee, blood. It's one of them, bro. Big up them, man. Still.
big up them, man. Or, but yeah, like I remember looking on the bench and I forgot he was even still there. I was like, bro, they've got enough options that they let Kolo Muani and Asensio go out on loan. That's the type of options that they've got. They told them, man, Asensio can go Villa, Muani can go to Juventus. Like, that's the type of options that they've got. Bearing in mind, we're crying and saying, like, oh, bro, like, we need to get in this guy. We got 6 forwards, guys, and we still want more forwards. Like we all say this, yeah, we need to get this guy, we need to get rid of that guy. Bro, they got options that they're just letting go on loan. Who
Bro,
you probably would look at.
they brought Ramos on just to take penalties.
And his penalty was good, by the way, as well.
He's never missed a penalty.
Oh, he's not. Well, then there you go. I didn't even know that.
As soon as I seen him warming up in the 119th minute, I said to my son, "Yeah, this geezer never missed a penalty, blood. He
ain't missing today, but it's not starting today. I'll tell you.
Yeah,
bro. But yeah, nah, it's me and Sav have just spoken about this anyway. Like, and that, I think that's what frustrates me more. It isn't so much that. Listen, guys, you can agree, disagree. I don't really care. Like, you know, I don't care. I'm gonna say. Me and Savage are going to say what we're going to say anyway. But it's just the sheer fact that I was saying this to John, and big up John. I don't know if he's here or I know he just literally, I just saw your message pop up on my phone. But all season, as Savage said, we've been talking about we winning games and we're coming through. And I can never, big up Cav, sorry, Cav is the one. Cav said this on ENDZ's show a few weeks ago. And I feel like everybody just skipped over it. I think it was Cavs and ENDZ and they were chopping up about something. Liverpool be scraping through games, no worries. And that is a sign of champions to be able to win games when you're not playing well, no problem. Yeah. But, you know, champions can also win a game comfortably playing well. Like
I know what streaming on about, because Cameron's on about, I'm not trying to hear all of this, this how champions win games, blood. Like,
yes.
We can play good football. No, it's true, bro. That thing is like, I'm not dissing anyone because I've obviously fell into this trap at some point because we're so invested in football. But a lot of the things we have to unlearn because we've picked it up from pundits over the years. Like, you feel like how us content creators speak sometimes, and that I'm like, you man just sound like the match of the day pundit. You don't even believe what you're saying. They're using the same terminologies and the same words and that. Man sound like the swallow the thesaurus and using the wrong meanings. I'm like, bro, this is not. Oh, this is what makes champions and that. Okay, so how come Arsenal ain't won the league in the last 3 seasons then? How come they won the league in the last 21 years, bruv? If this has been a champions, because I watched Arsenal but mash up the Prem for a whole season, score last minute goals, screamers and that, and still lost to City at the end of the season. Because when patterns arise, bruv, you probably should pay attention to them. So when I keep seeing the same thing, whether we win or not, you had it the previous season. I remember you saying it because we kept scoring in the last minute. And he was like, nah, you know what, even I might start believing, but because at the beginning he was like, it's not sustainable. And then it kept going. He's like, even I might start believing it. And then eventually we got games where I always said, Liverpool's problem usually isn't that we're going to lose a game. It's that we'll probably draw. Or there'll be a team that low blocks us. And they did not set out to score a goal against us, bro. But if it presents itself and they score, we're screwed. Because now instead of a 0-0, it's a 1-0, i.e. we end up losing to Palace and have all the shots on target. We can't meet Man U, but we have all the shots on target. It happens, bro. And we saw us against Nottingham and we get bullied against teams. It's one of those, man. Like, we get bunched into the thing after games going, everyone don't overreact to that. And I'm like, you're trying to put me as part of them. Like, don't put me as part as everyone else losing their mind. I've just been speaking like this the whole time. I'm still enjoying watching Liverpool play when I can. But if I say I think the season's a bit meaty, don't take offence to it, because at the end of the day, whether it's media or not, the Prem's coming to Liverpool, bruv. I just think it's meaty, bruv. I seen my man say it on, someone called into, I know he's a waffler as well on TalkSport, Jason Cundy, but one of the Liverpool fans called into him yesterday, and he was like, I've had enough of you. They ended up laughing at the end of it, but he's like, I've had enough of you, because you're saying that Liverpool ain't worthy champions. And he said, I never said that Liverpool ain't worthy champions. I just said that this isn't the best Liverpool, and I'm not enjoying it.
Are you talking about the, was Troy Deeney there?
I think I don't know. He might have been, because I had it on in the gym. But I'm like, I keep telling him, man, it just feels like Manchester United 2013 to me, bro. That's all it feels like. The Van Persie season, man was not excited for that, bro. Like when he scored the goal against Villa, and I'm like, so the league's done. All right, Faith. Let's nobody cares, bro.
Yeah, no one cares.
Man. But this PSG, bro, we just got schooled, and it better manager. Nothing to do with. There's nothing against it. Like, man, just more experienced you. He's done it. He's been there, done it already. I'm sure his experience, the fact that, Szoboszlai and all that's probably tired, he ran himself into the ground, but it's a few minutes and you're taking off the main penalty takers. That doesn't make any sense. He's bringing on his and you're taking yours off. So that doesn't make any sense. Changing things too late. Having faith in players and all that stuff, but everyone moaned about Klopp doing this for time, going about favourites and that. And I've heard Slot say, like, if I keep Salah on the pitch, like, the chances are that the ball could fall to him and score. I know, bro. I agree. But sometimes if it feels like you're playing with 10 men or it's an intense team like this, you just got to take these men off, bro. You have to, bro. Save them from themselves. And then we just got moved to, innit? Like, we were way better in the second half of that game. But we got moved to, bro. It is what it is. Like, we're out. Fuck it.
No, savage. He summed that up, man. I totally agree, man. Even just big up everyone inside, by the way. Big up ADA, big up Trudon. Big up to your damn selves. But it's just funny, man. Like, you know what? I can also never forget as well when me, you, Zabiri, you know the stream I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Me, you, Zabiri ends, and we spoke about Newcastle.
About the way,
bro, and Zabiri just dismissed it as if like, what, Newcastle? Big up Zabiri every single time, but the way Zabiri just dismissed it, I was thinking, oh, okay, Fez, all right. Listen, who am I to go against one of the mandem's opinion? At the end of the day, if that's just what you believe, it's just what you believe. I can't really help it. But a lot of you in the chat were also believing that, oh, Newcastle, we got this, we got these times, free.
Bro, that's how everyone spoke about PSG.
Yeah. Hussam, by the way, watching this on you know, because you, I saw the video when we got PSG, and you were too excited. But Hussam, sometimes big up my G, but you got to just take stock. I told everybody, remember I said this last season in the Europa League. I said it this season. Do not underestimate European football.
I'm glad you said that. Because last season, ENDZ did the when the draw came out for Europa League, and he was asked who do you want to get, and I said, bruv, I just don't want to get Atalanta, bruv. That's all I said.
And then look what happens.
And all everyone tried to say to me is, yeah, but they're not that free-flowing team from like 2 seasons before. I said, I know. It's worse, bruv. These men will bully us off the pitch. That's back then when I was talking about Ederson and man were asking me who's Ederson and all that, bro. And then all of a sudden you found out the hard way, bro. Because one thing that we know is, I don't know what happened. I don't know, like, we've lost. To be fair, you look at the physicality wise, even though Matip's dangly is still physical, Milner was physical, Hendo's physical.
Yeah.
Our teams, like, they're not that. You take away the back line, they're not. They're kind of wimpish, bro. Like, Salah's strong for someone who's that small. He's very strong, bro. But everyone's a bit like, we get brushed. Go through all the things this season when we've dropped points. We've been bullied in them games, bro. Nottingham twice, Newcastle bullied again. We just get bullied, bro. That's how teams can get at Liverpool.
It's even, I'm even thinking against like Bournemouth. I felt like
look, we got bullied against Plymouth, bro.
Plymouth, yeah, Jesus Christ.
Remember they had them Vikings at the centre back. One lost a tooth in the game.
Bro, he didn't even that's stop. What you call on the line, you know. Like,
you know that his wages can't afford to just get that tooth put back in. He can't get veneers and that, blood. His wages don't know. He's got a job in the morning, bro. They had some Viking that was just throwing himself in front of the ball and celebrating like he scored a goal. And the only person who was battling in that game was Wataru with a gum shield. I said, nah, bro. We're weak, bro. I'm not saying we need to go down the Arteta route of trying to just get like just tall, big guys and that, bro, and then be shit at football. But we got little players, you know. Like, I don't know if people realize, bro. Like, it's I don't know, man.
Listen, man. It's like Sam said it. I said it. Like, I'm hoping next season that Liverpool fans are just a little bit smarter in terms of the way that they speak. I'm sorry, and listen, I know this is the ops and everything, but you are not Real Madrid, bro. Like, our heritage is good. Don't get it twisted. Man's got 6 Champions League. It's good. I'm sure that's second. I'm sure that's tied with like Bayern and another team. But that's good. There's nothing to disrespect about it. But you hear when you got a team that's got 15 and that. Yeah, you see all of that. That's what is true heritage in this competition, to the point that, and we'll get to them soon, when they're playing games, everybody, the general consensus, looks at them and thinks, this team's just going through, bro. Like, whatever happens, you're just gonna go through. Like, it's just the way it is. For them, I don't feel like, when I look at like Real Madrid, I don't even look at it as, they don't look at it as underestimate or overestimate. They just look at it as, we're just here to win. Whereas I feel like the rest of us need to start understanding that we're not of that level when it comes to Champions League. So you need to not underestimate. And I understand, listen, in terms of bookies' favourites, you could look at Liverpool maybe at that time when we obviously finished proper the group stage and all that kind of stuff. But the reality is that's just bookies' favourites in terms of who they would think. And if you look at the draws and all this kind of crap, But when you actually think of European football, I've seen Porto, I've seen Monaco, I've seen Liverpool '05, I've seen shit teams or like in that season get to the final of the Champions League. I promise you. Not that Dortmund are a shit team, but they weren't doing well, so to speak.
No, well. Even the Inter team that won was like aging.
Yeah, it was 8. Like, come on, bro. Like, and I feel like people just disrespected. Last season was worse. Don't get twisted, because the way that people like, who's this team from Kazakhstan, and I was like, okay, now you need to win the Europa League, because if you don't win the Europa League, I don't care who's left in the competition. If you don't win it, it just looks bad on you, because we were the biggest quote unquote team in there. Guess what happened? You got slapped by the eventual winners. Guess what's happened this season? Not that we don't know who's going to win, but you end up getting beat. Not that you got slapped, you just got beat. And I'm just like, this is why you should underestimate. Like, don't just think because you're
the levels in it. It's just the levels, man. Like, I'm trying to sit there watching the game, and everything in my being says I'm so angry that we're, especially the first leg more than anything. Yeah, that we're getting played off the park like this. But I'm half like trying not to admire the way PSG are playing, because I'm a football guy, bro. This is football, and I can't. The way these man defend as a team is ridiculous, bro. I seen someone needs to Craver was offensively not good against us in the second leg.
No,
and he was doing the most talking. But you know what, bro? The man was defending, bro. I seen him block. How did he block Salah's shot off the line? Why was he there?
Yeah, why was he? Yeah, that little quick dangle. I was like, rah.
I seen Dembele running back to tackle Gravenberch in the midfield, and that I'm like, rah, like they really just move as a unit.
Yep.
There's no holes, bro. There's no holes, and then on the ball they look so comfortable, bro. Like, I've been saying this, that for some reason with our passing sometimes, it looks like there's like a couple of men who seem to just, I want the ball, give it me. And then there's some men who look like they don't want it, bro. And then when they get it, it's like, it's not an extra touch because it's just one touch still, but it's slow blood. It's like, it's like we're winning already and we're just trying to run down the clock. I'm like, why are we moving the ball so slow, bro? Like, have you seen what happens when Liverpool take throw-ins, bro? How long it takes?
Oh, savage, man. You know when I start getting infuriated, like,
bro, watch Robbo pick up the ball when we're trying to get a goal in extra time. And he's ready quick to take the throw-in. Everyone's moving backwards, bro. I said, bro, you think he's Rory the Lap, bro? Someone's got to get into the hole in that, bro.
Flipping that, he's going to do a mad, like, honestly, like, listen, man. Look, honestly, like, listen, Liverpool are a good team, man. Even like, of course, I'll admit that, like, and it's true as well. We are actually a good team, but I also think that, and it's funny because Savage, I remember there was a stream. I think you sent it to me, the picture of Klopp last season. I can't remember what point it was. This season, it was very, very similar. And the way that people speak about Slot this season, listen,
it was identical, but we had scored 3 more goals.
Oh, sorry. It was identical. We had only scored 3 more. So, and listen, I like Slot. You know what I mean? I think you know, he's like a decent manager and stuff like that. And listen, it looks like he's about to win a Prem. So, of course, he's going to have that credit in the bank. But it was just so funny, because I just look at it and I think to myself, like I keep saying, I just feel like some of you are just over-exaggerating what's going on, because I'll be so real in the Premier League anyway, not Europe, in the Premier League. I promise you, it's a meaty season, bro. Like, and you know how you know it's just a meaty season is that you've just looked at it like this, right? Man City have been so meaty this season in the Premier League that when it came to the Champions League and you just looked at like the quality that they were facing, they weren't even facing, like, obviously we know they're in the dumps and they were being shit and all of that kind of stuff. And I know they got knocked out by Madrid in the end, but look where they had to go through anyway, because they couldn't really keep up a level.
Yeah, they got knocked out in the playoffs. If they beat Feyenoord and that, they wouldn't even have been there. They would have been playing like Brugge and that.
Yeah, Brugge, you know what I'm trying to say? And even then, boy,
they would have got smoked. Yeah. Bad
you know what I'm trying to say? Like, and then I look at Liverpool and I'm like, everyone was gassed because we're top of the Premier League, we're top of the Champions League. You end up losing to the team who are in 23rd or wherever it is that they finish. Now I know it's PSG, but the reality is, it's like you overestimated how good you thought the team was, that you just thought, we should have smoked these guys. Like the only competition I know everyone thought we was gonna have is when we get to the semi-final, face off against Real Madrid. Yeah, all right, cool. Yeah, we've got Madrid now. See, I was like, boy, that's why I said Liverpool. I didn't think they was gonna win the Champions League anyway. Like, I just never had them. I just didn't think that they could do it, just because, as Savage said, bro, this Premier League has got people thinking that Liverpool are better than they actually are, and I don't think it's that true. I'll be honest with you, but listen, I'm not gonna. We'll have a conversation about that another time, anyways, man. But let's take a look. So Barcelona, 3-1.
This game was over so quick, bro.
It was over so quickly, man. Obviously Rafinha, this is obviously the second leg. They win 3-1. Obviously up 1-0 from the first leg where they had a man sent off as well. In this game, yeah, let's have it said, to be honest, this was kind of done and dusted. Like once the double from Rafinha kind of came in, yeah, even the fact that obviously Otamendi scored in between that, yeah, it was still just. It just felt like a calm game from Barca. I'll be honest. Like it felt like it started to get a little bit too easy after a point where I felt like the only way Benfica come back into this game is that Barca just start to lose a bit of concentration and get a bit complacent with it, and then it's just gonna be a bit simple. But like,
19 was moving mad still. Sometimes he just turns up and he's just ready to have fun in it, bro. Like I said, man, opposite side of the track, bro. But I love this kid, man. He just wants to have. I seen his quote the other day. They asked him about like how can people get goals, and he was like, I think he said something that resonated. He said something like, "I don't care about GA. I just want to help my team or something, or I just want to have fun." I said, "Raw, bro. That's
Good.
That's what I want to hear, bro. That's because it's true, bro. Because if he doesn't have to think about that stuff, he just has fun, bro. Like man, they should still be having fun playing football, bro. It's a privileged job to have, bro."
Especially for one of the top teams.
Of course, and the more fun they have, bro, they express themselves a little bit more. Like, to be fair, I knew when you got Flicking that he would allow them to express themselves a lot more. I think Barcelona thing is the experience ain't there for a lot of the team because they're so young. And there is games where they get complacent. If you're like normally, if you haven't smoked a team completely, then towards the end of games, that's when that's what happened when you played Atleti the other day. You had sailed the game, and then Flick was like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna take some people off now." And then all of a sudden, the man them looked like they couldn't be bothered to defend anymore, and then it was, you know what I mean?
It's true. You know the thing I had with Flick. I remember when we got him in. Yeah, I remember thinking, like Flick's a good manager anyway in his own right. My only qualms, and obviously now he's proven that wrong, was I didn't know, was he going to be able to transition? Because remember, Barcelona, they play one style, or they have a DNA, should I say, of football, right? And I don't know if him coming in, is he going to be able to basically mix it? So still keep the DNA of the team, but obviously implement his own, a bit more fast, a bit more direct kind of football. Brother, he seems like he's been able to blend the two like pretty well. I that was my only qualms. Not that he's not good. It was just that, and I needed to see that. And as you rightfully said, Lewandowski is like the oldest player in the team. Like outside of that, we don't really have like mad experience. Like, and we've got players who, let's keep it a buck. Rafinha, before the season started, they were talking about selling him. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, he's gone from selling to Ballon d'Or level like type of player. So I didn't know how it was all going to work out. We had players like Kubasi, yes, great young defender, but is he like, he's young? Like, is he really going to be able to, keep it up this season? You got the Pedris and Gavis who are injured left, right, and center. Midfield, Frankie de Jong. Like, it just looked like it. I didn't know how this was going to work out. I really didn't. I really had like Real Madrid. I was like, but they're going to win the league again. But as long as we can just like keep it respectable, like don't be like 20 points behind, or like an Arsenal, Liverpool now. Don't be like that type of point gap. At least keep it respectable. But listen, man, this season, and obviously you guys can see here, Rafinha. I mean, in the Champions League, this brother has been on some serious stuff.
He's just been mashing work everywhere, man. Like, when Barca, one thing I know, when Barca transition, bro, it feels like that 2020 Liverpool team, man. Like, I swear, I think it was the final goal Rafinha scored in that game. It came from where did they break from? I think he broke from your own box. I knew it was a goal from when they started breaking. Like some teams, I'm like, this is going to break down at the end. They're not going to score at the end of this. Someone's going to get. I knew instantly, bro. I knew instantly. And I was like, Yamal's going to get a perfect pass off here. It doesn't even matter what happens, bro. It's too easy for. It's like it's too easy for him, bro. Yeah, man. We saw it, man. We saw him mash up the Euros and his mash up the Champions League. Man, bro, these men taking the piss still, bro. Like, team, they need to. You want them to win, obviously, but it's a team like Inter that can stop Barca.
Yes,
that's the only kind of team, bro.
Yeah, that's where I fear for a Barcelona is that a team will just sit in And as you said, bro, they're not here to score. Like they'll go away to Barcelona's ground and just be like, bro, I'm good with taking 0-0 here, you know, and going back to the
They
San
conceded
Siro.
one Champions League goal before in 10 games before this week, Inter. So yeah, I feel like if Barca and Bayern Munich go hit each other, that's just a shootout. Like I feel like they'll just attack each other. But I feel like Inter, they'll just defend, and then Madrid is them ones are like El Clásicos, and it like you can either just smoke us or it just goes the other way. And
it goes the other way,
Give him pulling up gang signs and that, bro.
Yeah, bro. But you gotta realize he's still young, you know.
Like, bro, it's crazy, bro.
He's only 17, like, so all of this kind of stuff is still kind of like, yeah, man. You know, it's weird. It's so weird when I'm watching play because I'm like, you don't play like a brother who's 17. Like that's not the energy I get from you. The energy I get is you play like someone who's maybe like even like a bit younger than Rafinha or like Frankie de Jong's type of age, like player. But listen, man. All right, we move on to Leverkusen versus Bayern, man. Before this game was, when this draw was made, who did you have going through?
Nah, Bayern, because I saw what they did to him in the league as well. Yeah. They put that game. I think they put that game on YouTube the other day. Have you seen that when they do that? They put the game for free on YouTube, but they do like it's called like tactical stream. Have you seen it?
Yeah. But that's what one of the times when I turned it on, but they probably should do but they won't do that. The
only problem I had is one of the times I turned it on, I didn't know that it was called a tactical stream, and so I was watching it, and I'm like, bro, this is pissing me off. Why does it keep showing like red markers and people's names for every move, bro? Bro, I was getting so angry, bro. I was like, bro, I've pressed the wrong thing, bro.
They do that. They've done that for quite a while.
Yeah, they've done it for quite a few. It's interesting because I like the technology they've got, man. But it's non-stop though. Like,
yeah, let's put it this way. If I'm just trying to just watch football and I'm chilling, I don't really want that on.
No, you don't want that on if you're trying to watch.
Yeah, like that's only maybe if I'm watching a game back, then yes, let me have that on. Like in terms of I can watch that same video. Let me watch it back later. But I'm not trying to really watch that during the game. Like that's all kind of long, man. I'm not really trying to do all of that.
Yeah, I agree.
But yeah, listen, man. Bayern obviously through Kane, Davis, getting the goals in the second leg. Obviously, they won the first leg. 3-0. I'll be real. Because of the games that they've had, in my head, I thought maybe Leverkusen might be able to do a thing, you know, like
because they lost to Villa in the group stage. Bayern. That's
what I'm saying. Like I generally thought maybe Bayern a slight edge favourites, but Leverkusen might be able to. You know what I mean? Alonso, but listen, man, 5-0 smoking boy. That's kind of mad. Yeah, Musiala doing tricks in that in the first game.
The second in Bundesliga, and they ain't gonna be caught either because I think if I'm correct, Mainz are third, and Leverkusen are about maybe like 9 points ahead of them or something. 8 points ahead of them.
They are 9 points. Leverkusen are 9 points ahead of Mainz. Yeah.
So I mean, so that's the Bundesliga's finished, bro. Pretty much, bro. Like, Bayern's gonna win the league, and Leverkusen's gonna finish second, bro. So it's not like they're shit. It's just. But you knew after last season how it went. Bayern was going to try and fix up. But one question I have got, not a question, but it's obviously everyone's been doing the Ballon d'Or talk and all that stuff, and I think deep down we probably don't really care, but whatever. Like I think the Ballon d'Or is a respectable thing. Whoever wins it, it's cold for you to have it in it. Yeah. But it is like the Oscars, and like when someone gets an Oscar, I still don't think it's the best movie.
Yes, yeah.
Bro, none of my favorite movies ever get an Oscar, bro, ever.
But Savage, a movie that will get an Oscar, and I'll watch that movie, right, if I've not seen it, and I'll be like, this got an Oscar,
bro. It's got to be some.
I think it's a me problem. I think it's just a me problem.
No, it's got to be some artsy shit to win an Oscar, bro. It has to be some weird like back. I think from around like 2003, all the movies that win it, it's all like Parasite and Moonlight and. It's all these weird movies, bro. I'm like, all right, bro. No one ain't watching this shit, like,
bro. And Moonlight was shit. I'm sorry, I don't care what no.
Moonlight is shit and weird, bro. I'm like, so what? Top Gun was cold, bro. Endgame was cold, bro.
100.
Are you telling me? So this is when you give Will Smith an Oscar for King Richard? When I watched Pursuit of Happiness, what are you talking about? You give Leonardo the Oscar for Revenant. He got the bear slices throw in the first 5 minutes. He didn't talk for the rest of the movie, bro. But Wolf of Wall Street and Inception, all that, bring it out of here, bro. Stupid ass Oscars, bro.
When he didn't get for Wolf of Wall Street, I was like I had to go back, and watch obviously, you know, it's based off of My
Yeah.
Man. I had to watch what My Man said about DiCaprio's like role. How did he play it? He's like, yeah, brother, it was literally like for like everything
Brother,
he did.
I'm telling
Obviously,
you,
a few things over exaggerated, but it was more or less like I felt like he was him, and you didn't even give him for that.
Brother, Leo didn't get one for Wolf of Wall Street, Inception, Shutter Island, Catch Me If You Can. Not even the Titanic, bruv. Kate got one for Titanic, but he didn't allow it, bruv. These idiots.
That's what I'm saying. It's just it's weird. Like, and you know what they do? It's like just like Rodri with the Ballon d'Or, they give it to man like a season later. So
when it's not the best movie.
Yeah, and I'm like, so is it because you didn't give it to them before, so you're just gonna give it to man now?
Yeah, like Kendrick with his stupid Grammys, bruv. You think I give a shit? Man, they're telling me, oh, he got blah blah. I don't give a shit about his shit Grammys, bruv. I listened to the album and it's all right, and he just keeps confusing me, bruv. And he said big bop, bing bap bow, bruv. No, bruv. Give it to Taylor Swift and start the foolishness, bruv. About bing bap boom bap bow, dickhead, bro, with your bell bottoms and that. I don't care, bro. This shit pissed me off, bro. You don't understand how glad I am that the beef's over, bro. So I don't have to hear from Kendrick or Drake for a bit. Both of you shut up.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, both of them need to.
You're making songs for Gyal and I can't listen because you're making me feel uncomfortable. And you're making shit that I have to decipher and put in ChatGPT to find out details, bro. Nah, it's pissing me off, bro.
But man,
everything pissed me off to the point, bro. You don't understand. When Serena came on my screen in the Super Bowl, I wanted to kick my screen, bro, because the crip walk was shit.
It was shit. It wasn't even like fluid. I was like, bro, if you can't crip walk, I'd rather you just have done something else. Like, but you know what I find funny with the Kendrick stuff here, and is you're right. Man will put it in ChatGPT, but in my head, I'm like, but people will sit there and be like, yeah, it's because you don't understand. You didn't understand. You did not even understand what he said. So you had to go away, think about it. I'm like, listen, I'm not saying there's not a space for it. And there are times when I listen to Kendrick, I'll be like, okay, I get that. But from when I have to go away and try and decipher the fucking bars, I'm like, so I don't get to enjoy the music then. I have to go away.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Because when the diss tracks came out, I did a couple of videos on them. I was having half fun, like, oh, this is cool. Let me just dissect it. I'm like, to be fair, this stuff Drake saying is just, I don't have to dissect it. I can hear it, bro.
I can hear it. I can understand it. Like,
you're saying certain names and that. Ain't that my man's name from TDE? And he's and then the Super Bowl one was worse because man was like, oh my god, you gotta respect the controllers are PlayStation, Sony owns. Oh, and he's standing in the X with Drake's X, bruv. First of all, SZA just kissed Drake. She said that. Second of all, Serena's Drake's X from about 10 years ago. It's not your X anymore. Your ex is the woman you just immediately done with, bro. That is just someone, I touched back in the day, blood. Yeah, we get out of here, bro. And if I'm Serena's husband, I'm dumping her, bro.
This 3D stuff that like some people try to act like is so cool. I'm like, bro, you lot are just trying to force something that it doesn't even. The thing is, it doesn't even need to be forced. Like, you could just say that you like the music and whatnot, and then keep it at that. But even just to relate it back to football terms, it's the same thing as what me and Savage are trying to get to, which is, like, man will do the whole Ballon d'Or. But sorry, I cut you off before you continue.
Oh, you are right there now, but you're right, man, because I told you, man, they give Warren Rodri the Ballon d'Or, bro. Not even on his best season. His best season was the season before that.
Yeah,
when he was scoring all the winning goals and winning Champions League goals and all that. But this thing's stupid, man. But yeah, man, what the question was, how come we've spoke Mbappe, Vinny, Rafinha, Lewandowski, no Kane in this conversation, which is crazy.
I said Kane. I said, bro, Kane might be like. I feel like Kane is in the conversation for Ballon d'Or. Like, I don't know why he wouldn't. Let me check.
It's crazy because why wouldn't he be?
Let me check.
He's been cooking all season in the Champions League and the league. German club. Yeah. I don't understand why he wouldn't.
And especially if they go, I said this already though. Whoever wins the Champions League, they're like. I feel like that person will end up winning because it's a bit more even. Remember, there's no Messi and Ronaldo around, so like now they actually have to think who's going to win this Ballon d'Or. So I feel like, see, look, Kane's got 32 goals in all competitions and 11 assists. Ryan, only 36 games. That's mad. So 43 GA. If
how many goals has Salah got? 37 or some stupidness. Overgassed it.
Hold on, let me check. So I know one of you guys in the chat would know anyway, but let me just double check. So Salah is on 30. Oh, he's on 32.
And Mbappe's on 30.
Swear Mbappe's hit 30 now.
I swear to God, bro. I swear
That's
to God.
and the way you people were talking about
Brother,
getting
this is
Mbappe
what I'm
like
saying.
that was
Like,
bro.
man going, oh yeah, it's over for Salah's Ballon d'Or thing. I was like, bruv, I don't think Salah's winning anyway. But even if he deserves to be up there, stop trying to put him up there on his own like other people don't exist, bruv. Because he's been cold for us. But football doesn't stop at Liverpool, bro.
Yeah.
Like it just doesn't, bruv. There's other leagues in it. So obviously I know man don't want to rate the other leagues and that, bruv. But that's man have to learn the hard way, bruv.
I'm telling you, whoever wins Champions League, and my pick is still Real Madrid, and if it is Real Madrid, it will be Mbappe, and it will make sense because they'll have it like Mbappe moves to Madrid, wins Ballon d'Or, wins Champions League, potentially wins La Liga. Bro, like these kind of things, I feel like they're already.
Yeah, and he started off the season shit as well, so it makes.
And he started off, bro. Mbappe is really on that many. Nah, you people need to be checked, because the way people were dissing it, Mbappe, he's not. I'm like, big up Jerry, because Jerry said this in the group chat. It's like the people expected Mbappe to have 40 goals in his first 10 games. I was like, prof, like, what type of expectations do you people have on this? On like,
nah, this is Ronaldo and Messi's fault, bro, because man can't bother to watch the other league and that. They just assume that if you go, remember when Kane was moving to Bundesliga and everyone said, well, Kane's going to score 70 goals a season now.
Yeah.
You still got to play against good teams and that. Teams that all of us, our English teams can't beat in the Champions League and Europa League, by the way. The same teams.
The same teams.
So when I saw that, I'm like, nah, bro. Like, and Mbappe is not even full form because he's not a striker, bro. And what he's still got this frustrating trait about him. He's definitely got way better, but he always drifts out wide, bro. Like I'm talking about when the wide men have got the ball, he's still got the drift out wide thing. I'm like, bro, yeah, but that means there's no one in the middle now. So then Bellingham has to make some stupid Lampard type run to get in there. So yeah, man, it's crazy, man. But yeah, you mentioned it already. Then I'm saying like Kane, bro, he's been cold, bro.
Nah, big up social joins. Yeah, there's no media hype. Yeah, there isn't. It's because, again, but you got to remember, this is why I say stats. It seems like what's going to win it for people, and not even for Ballon d'Or, just for the people, is that you're going to look at stats and you're going to judge it that way. But then if you are, I don't know why you're not looking at everybody else's stats, like as if their stats are also not, are not very good. On top of if they also win something. Of course, Salah looks like, he'll win the Premier League, no problem. Potentially also the Carabao Cup this weekend as well, right? So let's say that's 2 trophies that he wins. So one of the big ones, one of the small ones. If one of these other guys, Kane, Lewandowski, Rafinha, Mbappe, Vinny, whoever, if one of them win one of their leagues plus, or even just Champions League plus something else, boy, all I'm saying is, listen, man, it looks like, yes. He is like the Jason Tatum. Yeah.
He is like Jason Tatum.
Woman, but zero media. Literally. Jason Tatum, it's actually like that because Jason Tatum,
a lot like that.
Starting 5 as well. He seems like a brother, just like, he's not really like into all of the the hype and everything. Like, he's just like, I'm just here to play basketball and that's it. Like, people know how good I am. If they want to talk, put me in discussions, then they can. And I feel like that's the kind of the same with like Harry Kane. Like, everyone knows Harry Kane is probably, he is the top 2 striker in the world. Number 1 for most people, number 2 for others. But he's in the top 2 conversation. But the way man speak about Kane is like, I feel like you should be putting him in Ballon d'Or conversation though, because he's
one of them, and I'm trying not to disrespect him because he's never done anything to me. He seemed like a good guy in that, bro. But he's got no superstar redeeming qualities in it. I think you have to. This is hard, but to take us back to like between 2004 and 2006 as kids.
Yeah.
If I went sports director and that, I'm not picking up the boot what's got Kane's face on top of it, bro. I'm just not. Bro.
Yeah, I hear it. Yeah,
you know what I mean? I'm not trying to hear. I'm not trying to see him in a Nike advert or Adidas advert talking shit with his stupid voice. I'm not doing it, bro. He couldn't like. Remember, some of these men have been on like Hugo Boss adverts and that, bro. And he ain't, bro. Kane's just nowhere, bro.
No, it's true. You're right, Mike. He's a salt and pepper. Yeah, he is. He's literally just no seasoning, just salt, pepper, and you just run it. Now, for some people, that's just calm. Like that is generally just calm.
As a purist and that, we don't have to care about that. Kane's cold.
Yeah, of course.
But when you know the game, there's some superstardom in that, bro. You get me? Like,
no, you need. But to be fair, I think what also helps him what's also hindered him is you spent so long at Spurs. It was like, I felt like you probably needed to move maybe like 2 seasons before and be doing what you're doing now. And I feel like you'd be in a position where it's like, at some point he has to just win the Ballon d'Or because he's just. Whereas now you've only been in for like this is your second season or whatever it is. So it's like, I don't know. I don't know. He's gonna win the Bundesliga this season, which is
because Englishman don't really win the Ballon d'Or, bro. Like, yeah, Bobby
That's what I'm saying.
back in the day. But like, apart from that, it's just Michael Owen.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? It is just Michael Owen.
Yeah. All the other ones was when it was created is when the Englishman won it before. Apart from that, Michael Owen.
And it's mad because we've had some real bad boys, you know, Wayne Rooney and that.
Yeah. It's true, man. That's what we're trying to say when we did that video the other day when people getting emotional, and I kept saying like, "No, I'm sorry, my memory's pretty good, man. I know that when I was growing up, people didn't give a shit about the Ballon d'Or in terms of how we rated football.
I didn't even know what it was. I'll be real. I didn't even know.
They changed the name of it as well, didn't they? It used to be like, what was it called before? The Europe.
I literally had to do a.
What the European Football Award was it? It was some or the FIFA Player of the Year award or something. It had something different. So I remember there was that. Same with what I said about assists and that. Like, big up the young ones.
European Football of the Year.
European Football Award. Yeah, big up. See, the fact that it's called European Football Award because they only just used to base it on all these European players. Really, you get me? That's why, like, when George Weah and all that, it was a major thing. And when it comes to like the GA thing, bro, it wasn't no GA, bro. It's just G blood. No one give a damn about no damn assist, bro.
Yeah, you didn't. You actually fully didn't give two shits.
Nah, you didn't at all, bro. That came along more new school when De Bruyne started smashing everything up, and then there's like, getting close to these records and all that. So, I remember, have you seen the video of Michael Owen talk about the Ballon d'Or? He said he didn't know what it was.
I think I have seen that video.
Yeah, he's like, they said that I've got this trophy and that, and I was like,
oh yes, I have. Yeah.
Yeah, and he's like, I've seen that cool trophy before where the football. He didn't know what it was, bro. Because you don't define you as a footballer, innit? It's cold. It's a nice thing to have on top of what you've already got. And I guess it's fun to use in arguments and all that, but nobody really.
But there you go. It's just fun to, like, when we're bantering and we're going back and forth about certain players. I could be like, well, where's your Ballon d'Or? Like, or where's your favorite player's Ballon? Like, it's more that. But as you said, I honestly, these men didn't even really care about this. And listen, this goes back to the conversation we had about the then versus now on ENDZ stream the other day. Like, the reality is, people put so much importance on so many different things. I'm just like, nobody really cares about that. Like, when you talk to players, and guys, if you know football players, I promise you, for them, they don't look at these kind of things the way that we do. I get it why we do, because we are fans. I get all of that. But you see players, I don't feel like players are looking at it, not all of them, maybe some do, but I don't think players are always looking at it thinking, if Haaland got 40 goals this season but 1 assist, I don't feel like he's going to be like, I need to get some more assists, What? You think man cares when he's notching in 40 goals? He don't give a shit about none of that. You know why? Because I'm just here to do my job and do whatever. It's us as fans who will look at that and be like, oh, but you know what they'll do? They'll be like, he got 41 GA. I promise you, I won't even say he got 41 GA. I'll just say he got 40 goals. Like, the one isn't going to change the perception of what I think about this kind. But someone will be like, yeah, but he got 41 GA and this guy only got 39. Or what was the 41? He got 40 goals and 1 assist.
That's most of the internet's arguments now. Anytime I click on a stream for like 2 minutes, they're already talking about GA or what did he do? What was his GA? I'm like, oh my god, but like this is bad, man. The
GA, honestly, the GA stuff, man, it really does piss me off. But let's move anyways. Inter versus Feyenoord. I had Inter before this game and they did not disappoint.
No.
Marcus Thuram, Let me ask you a question actually on this. How do you rate Marcus Thuram? Like, in general, as a player, how do you rate him?
He's frustrating, man. Yeah, he's one of them frustrating attackers, bro. Like, on his day, because he's sort of strong and that, he looks like on start. Man, I don't know, man. There's like, he's more frustrating than Lukaku to me, bro.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I've seen Lukaku hit the top heights in it. So this guy's one of them where I'm like, can you be better? I feel like you can, but then I'm not sure. I just think he's a really good footballer, bro. Like, I don't think he's media or anything like that. He seems to have all the attributes to be a top footballer.
Yeah.
But I don't know, bro. Yeah, I mean, there's something about he doesn't move me, blood, as a football fan. Bro.
Yeah, like he's, Savage summed it up. Like he's like, I was watching the game, and like, I watched the extended highlights anyway of the game, so I didn't see the full game. But when I'm watching him, I'm just like, are you? You know what he reminds me of? And I'm not saying they're on the same level, although it could be a conversation. He reminds me of Mateta, where I'm like, are you good, or is it like, am I just seeing you in moments? Because I don't watch Inter Milan a lot, and I don't watch Crystal Palace like that, and I only see them in like one-off games here and there. And I see highlights. So when I see the highlights, I'm like, oh no, Thuram, you know what? This brother can bag. But then when I'm watching it, I'm like, no, but you look kind of dead though. Like I definitely watched one of Inter Milan's games. I feel like they lost a game in the group stage. Did they lose a game or they drew a game? I can't remember which game it was, but I just remember watching the game and I thought, okay, let's just. I think it was the only game that was on that was interesting. The game ended up being boring, by the way. Yeah. But I remember watching Thuram and I'm thinking, nah, this guy's not that good, bro. Like you're not particularly fast. You are relatively strong. You can finish, but you're not consistent, like with your finishing.
Yeah, bro.
He did the one of the goals that he not one of the goals, one of the chances that he had yesterday. Skill missed, and I was like, so you did all the good stuff, and then you ended up missing. I think he hit the bar. Like I was like, okay, like so I don't really know if you're good or not. Like
easy question is, do you think he's better than Tammy Abraham? Yeah, that's what you need to know because you can't answer it straight away. That's how I feel about him. Because I think Abraham's good, but he's like that as well. I feel like Leao's a baller, but he's like that as well. Like they're just frustrating, bro. Yeah. Like if you turn up to a certain game, and you'll just turn up and Leao's absolutely cooking. Yeah. Turn up for another game and Leao, his teammates don't want to kill him, bro.
Yeah.
And he's always got that stupid smile on his face, and Leao, like he smiles at everything, bro.
Man's smiling in moments when he should be winning the ball back and he's just laughing. I'm like, bruv, this is not the time to be smiling, Like your team kind of need. Nah. Edin Dzeko was definitely way better than Marcus Thuram, 100%.
Yeah, Dzeko was top baller, man.
Dzeko was doing stuff for time as well. Like at most clubs that he was actually at, Dzeko was actually Dzeko was baller, man. And you know what? You're saying he's not an elite end.
Who, Dzeko?
I don't know, Dzeko. Yeah, big up Michael. Dzeko.
Yeah, I think Dzeko is, man. I think he's if there's an elite category, he crept in right at the end, bro.
Like he'll be at the bottom of it, but he will be in that elite category. Like Dzeko was solid, man. He was solid. He was definitely solid. But yeah, man, Inter Milan, they're through. Like I said, it was a comfortable game. Final that second leg, they more praying for pride.
I'm telling you, bro, that's the team, bro. I just don't know what it is, bro. Because I just remember them getting to that final against Man City, and they were doing the same thing, bro. They're doing that same thing, bro. And anyone who watched that final knows, like, Inter should have won the game.
Yeah, they should have. They should have.
Even think he was having a good game then. Onana, bloody, was having a good game. Passing out from the back was through balls and that, bro. But
that's what gassed everyone into thinking that Onana was.
Yeah. That's when I realized that people only watched the Champions League final. They didn't know anything else about him because I'm like, do you think that is normal? Nah.
Nah, boy, you guys hadn't watched him at Ajax, boy. I remember watching it. That's why I was baffled. Not what that he went to Inter because like clubs do weird signings anyway. It was more that everyone's gassing. I was like, I've seen this brother before, but I couldn't put my finger on it. I was like, it's Ajax that I've seen this guy do a madness, bro.
I want all you lot to just this bit of homework in it. This is ongoing homework. Though, trust me, bro. All content creators, when you watch their streams and it's like, Liverpool's linked to this person or whatever. Or if you're not a Liverpool fan, Man U's linked to this person. Or when a fan brings up a player in the chat, and then watch everyone's face, and they'll be like, have you heard about blah blah? And sometimes they'll be honest, I don't really know who he is. Not really. Is he any good? And then once our team's linked to them, watch them start badding like, he's been cold. I've watched a few games of him. He's cold. What, bro? You just didn't know who he was last week, bro. You fucking liars, bro.
So in 1 week, you've watched a few games. When there's only, a game a week.
and I've realized that will makes people sound more believable when they go, he's all right. I mean, I can't even truly say I've only watched like a couple of games. No, you watch none, bro. Just stop lying, bro. Just stop, bro. Because you can catch anyone on a certain game, and then all of a sudden, I told man about Andre, bro. Man, them was staying up to 4 a.m. to watch Andre Fluminense and that blood. Man was staying at 4 a.m. and he went to Wolves blood. Remember I was listening to Sangara blood. It's not even, bro, and he can't get on the pitch.
Can't even get on the pitch, bro. Bro, hold on. Forget those two. Tell me the last time you saw 𝐷𝐿𝐻𝐻. No, is it 𝐷𝐿𝐻𝐻? Is that
Palace one?
From Palace, yeah.
Tell me he's still in the hospital, blood. He's been in the hospital for 4 years, hasn't he? But where is he?
Let me even see, like, is this brother?
That man told us 70 million.
Bro, and the thing is, they said 70 mil, and everyone was like, I think we should still get him though. I haven't
Bro,
seen 𝐒𝐷𝐿 for time.
I haven't seen him, bro, and he's a good player.
Yeah,
That's
he
what
is.
he's
Yeah,
not,
no,
bro.
he's a good player.
Like, if he ended up at Leicester, would it shock you? It wouldn't, bro.
No,
This is what I'm saying,
no,
bro.
no. Like if he again Leicester, if he went to Wolves, I'll be like, okay, yeah, that seems about right. Yeah, he's been injured this season.
1 minute we've got like this snobbery where man don't want to pay attention to the other leagues and act like the Prem's the best. But then as soon as we're linked to somebody in the Prem or linked to somebody outside the Prem, they want to go for the one outside the Prem. I'm like, bro, the one in the Prem you've watched every week, bro.
Yeah.
Like some men are just the truth, bro. Like if you asked at some point, I remember when we was talking about, wonder if Salah's gonna leave and that, who would you bring in? And apart from Elise, everyone else was outside the league. And there's and ahhing about who? No, Elise, bro. What are you talking about?
Literally, bro. Literally. Look at Elise now. Like,
God, here's the truth, bro.
Oh, I honestly, like I said this before, like as much as Salah's my guy, bro, I would have sold Salah if he told me he was getting Elise, bro. Like,
and he's got like he's so funny as well, Elise, bro, because he's got the non-character thing going on, bro. Like, yeah. His jokes, man.
No, you know what's crazy? The only time I've ever seen him like perk up in the interviews when he did that thing on CBS with Thierry Henry, like when he was speaking to Henry, that was the only time I really heard him like sound like, oh yeah, cool, like I don't mind having this conversation. But everyone else is like, he stares man in the eye. I'm like, this must be uncomfortable as shit. Look at that. At least they talking to him because he's like, yeah, it was a good goal. Yeah, we played all right. Yeah, and then he just leaves it there. He's like, yeah. Like, you know, someone doesn't even give you a follow-up.
I know I'm probably wrong. Something tells me that he hasn't even learned German, bro.
That doesn't surprise me. That actually doesn't even surprise me.
Yeah, he feels like the kind of guy that would just write down the message on his phone and show, man.
Yeah, just
like, it's like I'm not learning German, bro. I don't even talk, bro.
Oh no, that if man ever did that, coming into training and that, trying to speak to Muller and them, man. Luckily Muller can speak English, but to one of these other kind of players who might not.
It is mad how England's got that, because obviously I know we're in a snobby country, innit? Because all the other countries know English, bro.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, it's true. It's
just that we just like, we're not learning anyone's language. We'll just go there, and if you can't understand us, we'll just do actions with our hands, bro. Yeah, bro, we English people are so snobby, bro. These men don't want to learn no other language, bro. Like, nah. We're England, mate.
Have you ever heard? Has Michael? Let me know in the chat, or maybe if you know something. What has 𝐶? Can he speak German?
𝐶 can speak German.
Okay, fair.
It sounds horrible, as you can imagine.
Yeah, of course. I mean, his English sounds bad as well.
Yeah. He can speak German, bro. He can speak.
Okay,
German.
fair. Okay, I was wondering because 𝐶, I thought he would, but you know what? That's how you know I'm just stereotyping. 𝐶's probably a smart, like guy. He's older.
Yeah, he's probably smart shit, bro.
Kids. You know what I'm saying? Like he would have to integrate himself into, because he's got kids. Whereas Elise, to my knowledge, doesn't have any children or that, and so he's probably just thinking, brother. And remember, these guys speak English. Davis speaks English. Matisse Tell, when he was there, he spoke English. So all the young guys, Jamal Musiala, you know what I'm saying?
No, that is because this is not a snobby thing, but it's just the truth, isn't it? At this current period in life with social media and all that, UK kind of runs everything with, like, I know that America's the bigger country, but the fashion's ours. Like, remember the baggy stuff is America, bruv, and they don't do it anymore because they dress like Europeans, so everything's a bit tighter, bruv. So that's us. The Nike Techs and all that, that's us.
Yeah.
Like the Chicago drill rappers don't dress like our drill rappers, so that's us as well. And now, like, people, like, they can listen to Central C and know that straight off. So everything's like us. So once they listen to them tunes, they pick up on all the slang and all that, and they end up speak. That's why all of them man that are like German and all that, when they speak English, sound American. It's like a weird accent they've all got in it. So,
yeah, it's true.
Yeah, it's the younger ones, man. It's the younger ones, bro. You get the super professional done to that. Like people like Bellingham and all that. You know, these men will go and learn the language, bro.
Yeah, because he knows for the brand as well. Like,
on a prestigious one, and I feel like Kane's like that as well. But yeah, some of the other ones in that, bro. That's how it is, man. I respect it.
No, at least he can. No, I've heard him recently speak French.
I heard him in
during the Olympics. I heard him.
Olympics, I watched that. Was it? I didn't even know I had the channel. Was it the French YouTube channel that was training?
Yeah.
Him and Cherky was speaking to each other, but that French team's ridiculous, by the way.
No, that French team.
That Olympic team was a whole other team, bro.
Bro, it was so good where you thought to yourself, right, if that first team isn't good, like, and you man start to, fuck about, you've got a whole nother team here to just jump in, and it won't be an issue. Hey, quick question here before we move on here. Quick question, because I was thinking about this the other day. Yeah, remember when England used to have an England B team?
Yeah.
Why don't they play anymore? Like, why is that not a thing anymore?
I don't know why it's not
this randomly.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that about some of the Premier League teams as well.
Yeah, like look, I'm looking here. Yeah, it says, yeah, it's something that started like in the 50s and that
Mm-hmm.
kind of thing. So when was our last? Who had the most appearances? Rah, boy. No, no one. Oh, Gary Pallister. He's got 9 appearances for the England B team. Who's the top scorer for them? No one I know. Oh, Alan Smith, Arsenal striker.
Yeah, Alan Smith's the thingy, innit? The one who's the commentator now.
Yeah, him.
Yeah.
He's got 4 goals in 4 appearances for the England B team. Sorry, man. It just popped in my mind. I was thinking, right, like, how come they? I know, obviously, England. They didn't really, when we had the Olympics and we tried to mix everybody together with the Great Britain and all of that kind of thing. I don't know how that would work now. To be fair, I feel like I don't know how they did it before in terms of did they just go by numbers? Like, okay, we'll pick 5 from this country, 5 from here, 5 from there. But
I don't think it was. I think it was just wherever.
oh, okay. Fair.
Yeah, I think it was just wherever in Great Britain. Most of them were just English, and then there's a couple of Welsh.
Remember a man like Sordell and that. I need to watch his
Yeah.
He did an interview speaking about football.
There's bare stuff like that. England B team. I remember when I was growing up, I didn't know that England caps were like caps, bro. I just thought it was a thing. Like I just thought it meant appearances in some other language, bro. Wait, it's an actual cap. I was like, raw.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay, fair.
Yeah. So if man's got 101 England caps, he's got 101 actual caps, bro. They've given him like it's a cap what you can wear.
Okay, sure, all right, fair. So man just got bare caps just chilling in
bare caps and that, bro. Like I think basically it's like a Peaky Blinders type hat with the England.
Yeah,
badge
I see. I see. Is it the one that they give after you that we see where man gets like 100 appearances, like that?
Yeah,
kind
you get one for every game.
The tackle thing coming down, like
no. So the tackle thing's after 100 appearances, but the other one is like a flat cap, and then it's got the England badge on it, and then it's got whatever match you played on that day. It's like sewed into the. It's crazy still.
That's a bit mad. It's weird because Serie A, Bundesliga, and La Liga, they all have beat like, and this is why our under-21s are usually kind of shit when all these players are not coming through. Hence why I would love to, and I'm gonna, fuck it, I'll do the research today. I'm gonna try and figure out how many of under-23s, 21s, 18s that we have in the Premier League who have come through people's academies in comparison to the other leagues, because just off the back, I know that Prem cannot be that high because I don't know that many academy guys in people's first teams anyway. Like it's very like that's why the whole Wanyeri and what's his name Skelly, like that's why it's so big because it's like, oh my god, like they're from the academy. It's like, well, yeah, because since then before that it was only Saka. Do you know what I mean? Like, and then before that, I don't even know who was the guy prior to that. Liverpool, it's literally Bradley, Kwanzaa now kind of thing. Before that, we're talking Trent. Jones, like these are the gap is so huge. Whereas I look at other teams across all the leagues, and I'm like, Fred, a lot of these teams, like they got a few guys who just come through. Even Real Madrid, yeah, more time you'll sell the guy, but you'll bring them back at a later date. You know what I'm saying? Like you'll sell them.
Is one of the only teams that actually the buyback clause thing is real, bluff. Like they actually buy you back. Yeah, it's crazy stuff.
All right, Dortmund, Savage, your team, they're through to the next round, 3-2. How we feeling? What do you think their kind of chances are for the Champions League in itself?
Last season we got to the final. The performance in the league have been terrible this season.
Not doing well. When I saw the table, I was like, "Fuck."
Nah, it's bad, man. And we got a new manager in, and then he's not doing too well. And now I think I saw that he's got some. I think Kovac got some clause in his contract that they can get rid of him if he doesn't get Champions League. I was like, that's kind of crazy to have that clause in his contract because when you got him, we were already like ninth, bro. So
yeah, for real. To be fair, you're only seven.
It's only 7 points, but trust me, like we're losing to like bottom of the league and all that. But like, I don't know what's going on, bro. There's individual players though. They're all like, there's no one in the team I don't like or I don't think's good enough in that. But it's just the cohesion's not there. Sometimes going forward, they look really good, but Brand last season was great. This season has not been the best. I'm allowing him though because I don't think he's just done. But last season was really good.
Yeah.
But I think the good vibes were there last season as well. You know what I mean? That was off the back of like, remember Hummels left and then Royce was done for good and that. So the chances, the way the draw's going, who we got next? It's not Pete. It's not
you
PSG.
guys.
It's Barca, isn't it? Yeah, it's Barca. Yeah, see, I don't know, man. I think, if I'm correct, we beat you last season. And then we beat PSG.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did, didn't it? But it's a different
Remember,
Barca.
I saw Barca's Twitter. They said, "Oh, we're back to Dortmund again." So,
Yeah, because it's 2 legs, I don't know, bruv. I want to say yeah, but I just don't know, bro. Champions League, though, innit? The one thing is for sure, the performances are way better in the Champions League.
Yeah, that's what's making me think like, maybe we'll get a bit of a dark horse. I think there's going to be one obvious choice in the final, so Real Madrid, Barca, like one of those teams, and one team where you're like, right, okay, they made it all the way. I think there's going to be one of each. I don't think it's going to be as obvious as before. Something is telling me that, but that means either Madrid or Barcelona ain't making it, boy. So we'd have to wait and see. Social joys. No, Arsenal Academy have loads of Prem players. Hutchinson, Willock, Maitland Miles, Balogun, Smith Rowe, Reece Nelson, it will be all at the top level. Chelsea got a bag of man at top. No, I mean at your club, like still there at the club, coming playing for. But yes, you're right in terms of for other academies, but that's like every footballer in the world. Do you get if that makes sense? Like every football player in any league, you've come through some academy and you're now playing. I mean, in terms of playing for your own club, I would love to see what the kind of number is, you know, in a general sense. But it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting still. Second leg at Dortmund could be pivotal. Yes, depending on how that first leg obviously goes. If as long as you don't get blitz, I don't know. Dortmund in the Champions League, I like.
Yeah, I was about to say if you can get to the second leg as a draw, then there's a chance on it. But yeah,
Villa, easy man, easy. 3-1 first game, 3-0 second game. I mean, they've got the likes of Asensio, Marcus Rashford, Bailey, fucking Watkins. Is Watkins their only striker now?
Yeah.
Wait, there's no John. Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Easy game. I saw the goals. Marcus Asensio again at the double. Matson deflected, but you know they've given it to him. Villa, maybe they could be a bit of a. I mean, who knows, man?
Yeah, but they got Emery, and he's great in European football. So I hate Villa, so I want them to.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean, if I didn't hate them, I probably want them to do well because I like their team. I love Asensio. He's cold anyway, man. I'm glad to see he's not injured in that anymore because he's injuries. Villa's a weird team, especially this season. I think if this was last season with Villa, I'd probably say they could win it. Last season they were really good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Bopping man off the park and that, but the Villa now, because even in the league they're not being consistent.
No.
And their problem at the moment is you turn up like say you play Villa and say they'll beat Liverpool or something or draw Liverpool, and then they'll turn up the next week and have I don't know Ipswich and then lose. Yeah, but that's kind of how they are at the moment. And I think it's their away form that was pretty bad until last week. They hadn't won in ages.
Yeah, I remember someone saying that.
But they've got it's Real Madrid. No, it's PSG.
PSG.
Yeah, they're not. Yeah, I don't know. That home leg is going to be everything for Villa. If they can be 2 goals ahead going in, you know what I mean, at home, then they're good for it, man. One of the legs, but because obviously there's no away goal anymore, so.
That makes these ties kind of interesting. Arsenal, fucking hell, I mean, they slapped fucking PSV 7-1. So this second leg was literally non-existent to me. I didn't really care. But they drew 2-2, obviously 9-3 on aggregate. They were so cringe, man. They were doing the whole, when Declan Rice scored, he was like, oh, don't celebrate. Like, bro, you lot are just so dumb. Like,
yeah,
this is what people go to you guys all the time, bro. So cringe, bro. Like, but it was a good victory. Very, very good victory.
But these men are tuning at left wing, blood.
Yeah, bro. I was like, you really don't have many players. Like, clearly you're tight when this is who you're playing. Like, Sterling was even, I think Sterling got an assist, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, got an assist. But yeah, I mean, look, Arsenal.
They got Chelsea at the weekend, didn't they?
Yes. Chelsea, because they had Man United and Chelsea. I can't remember who the third team that they've got after that is, but where the way that they're playing, ultimately, looking a bit sketchy. I mean, even the fact that they drew this game, it's a draw today, or draw yesterday, draw against United. Yeah. That's 2 draws now in the last 2 games. Arsenal,
exactly.
You got to start being a bit careful with it. But last but not least, no, is it last but no? Yeah, last but not least. I guess we saved the Kings to last, right? Conor Gallagher literally in the first 30, what is it, seconds of the
27
game?
seconds, bro. This shit threw me off, blood. My Amazon thing froze, and then when I got back on, I was like, "Oh my god, bro! Like, there's no
It's
way,
crazy.
man."
Yours are not the only. Someone else said the same thing. They were like, "Oh, my thing just froze." I was like, "Maybe you
Bro,
just."
it's enough. The same thing happened to me in the Dortmund game earlier in the day. Thingy Jonathan David, bro, I turned the thing on. I was like, bro, how we 1-0 down already, bro? I've just got it on. But I
Talk
don't
about
know.
the game. Chat to
It
me.
was weird because once that Gallagher goal went in, because I turned it on and he was just celebrating.
Yeah.
From that moment, for most of the first half, we were the better team, but we weren't getting any shots on goal. Adelaide is a good team and they're very organised.
Yeah.
They were dropping the dark arts and that yesterday as well. They were doing this thing, bro, this thing what they were doing the ball boy is the coldest shit I've seen, bro. Every time Couture goes to pick up the ball, put it on the goal, to take a goal kick, the ball boy on the other side of the goal threw a ball on the pitch. And then he couldn't take like quick goal free. Bro, taking the piss, and the ball boy.
We got to start implementing these kind of things. You know?
I'm saying to my son that even though this is against Real Madrid, bro, this is kind of genius, bro. Because all that ball boy has to do is like, I was throwing you the ball, bro. Like you didn't. Why'd you keep going to get it, bro? Yeah, man. But,
we need to now. This is what I'm saying about dark arts. Like these are the kind of dark arts that man need to just because at the end of the day, it's just like, nah, bro, I'm just giving you the ball. And then now, and if you play against a team who like to play out from the back and they want to do things quickly, that's smart. You know, that's actually smart.
Yeah, that man like pulling the hamstring, but then getting up and running again. I was like, bro, you like taking the piss, bro. Because he's a shit house, bro. He doesn't mind going for like penalties and 1-0 and all that, bro. So but yeah, Atleti were good in the second half. I think they're probably the better team. We weren't like together up front really. Vinny and Mbappe were kind of non-existent for a bit because Vinny starts hugging the touchline on it. I would have kept Rodrigo on, to be fair, but you already know that front three. If one of them's going to come off the pitch, it ain't going to be Vinny and Mbappe. So, once Valverde went into midfield, we looked way better though. We started with Modric and Tchouaméni, and Bellingham. But then Valverde's at right back in it. But once Vasquez came on at right back and Valverde went into middle, 𝐒𝐿 came on. Different. They had a couple of chances.
A couple of shots off that they were having.
I'll tell you what, that's one thing with them, man. When they shoot, bro, it's like always on target. Especially flipping Alvarez, bro. This man's got magnet, bro. He was shooting from like random spots in that, and Courtois had to keep making saves.
He's such a good player.
They got to penalties and that, and I was thinking like, I don't know because Courtois and Oblak, bro, like both of them are pretty good in goal.
But them men are huge. When I saw them standing in
the
goal,
huge, bro.
Them men are huge.
Yeah. If they dive the right way, you're fucked, bro.
Yeah, you're fucked. Like, you need them to dive the wrong way, 100%.
Yeah, bro.
Okay, let me ask you this. You probably know what I'm about to ask you.
The penalty.
Was it a double touch or not, bro?
No, it's 100% a double touch, bro.
Okay.
But I'm not going to pretend like I saw it with my naked eye because I was more thinking of when it went in, I was like, there ain't no way Ross hit top bins and slipped at the same time.
Yeah, okay.
The one thing I was confused at is like, how did Mbappe see it? Have you seen that clip of Mbappe?
What did he say?
As the penalty's been taken, like as it's been taken and he slips, Mbappe's going to the players and like he touched it twice. And then he goes up to the ref, he's like, he touched it. I said, bruv, how can you see that? I'm watching the replay and I couldn't see it properly. But once I seen the slip, I was like, it looks more like you've kicked the ball off your own foot, but it's a slight touch.
Yeah, I was gonna say, bro. And again, I'm not here to debate that, but
yeah,
it must have been ever so slight.
Yeah, it's ever so slight. And I knew what the first thing I say to people is, if it wasn't Real Madrid and it was another team, most people wouldn't be complaining on it. I get why it's because it's Real Madrid. Second of all, I don't know if anyone saw the on CBS the VAR woman they always have there.
That one. Yeah.
If anyone goes and watch her explanation of that, I remember she's in the VAR room and that. When she explains it, it's very simple to make out, and she's basically saying like, listen, we don't have the chip in the ball like we do in the World Cup and that, but we have the touchpad and we got 27 cameras pointing at the ball and the feet of the player and the automated offside thing. What we use for that is what we use on it. So naturally, when someone takes a penalty, as soon as they score, in the ref's ear, the ref's waiting to hear check complete, and then you go back and take the other penalty. And it makes sense to me because obviously sometimes goalkeepers like dive off their line early, and it's the same technology they would know. So the fact that they saw it, it's like I'm being deadly serious. By the way, this is not a Real Madrid thing. What do you want them to do, bruv? What do you want the VAR man to do? I touched that twice, but don't worry about it because he slipped. Because I even got into an argument with my son, and he wanted Madrid to win, but he's like, "Oh, that's stupid." I said, "Listen, You're saying it's stupid only because the touch was minimal. But what about every other man who's ever slipped on a penalty, bro? They don't get to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I remember it happened in the Europa League final. Was it 2 years ago? And I'm pretty sure he got to retake it though. So I don't know why the rules are different. I think it was Sevilla. Maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, it slipped, man. It's one of those, isn't it? Like amend the rule. Don't like sometimes after games. I've like this with Liverpool games as well with referees. Sometimes I'm like, oh, this is the rule. It's shit. It's a shit rule. It's not shit refereeing because they've actually done their job properly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like offsides and that. I always say, oh, they should change the offside rule. But because they haven't, if your heel's offside, your heel's offside. Like in a normal world, Kraven's goal should have stood against Liverpool 100%.
100%, man. Yeah.
But everyone said, well, why don't we bring automated offsides in like the World Cup? And then we did, and you still got a problem. Because now I'm chilling. When a goal goes in an automated offside, I'll just get on with the game. I don't even moan about stuff because I know that it's going to show that it's definitely offside. Yeah. So change the rule, bro. Don't blame anyone else, bro. But it is what it is.
It is what it is. And with that, Madrid make it through. So, guys, this is the quarter final draw. Let me know in the comment section, by the way, who you think is going to win the Champions League from here. In fact, no, give me who your favorites are and give me your dark horse. Maybe they're the same team. Who knows? But yeah, give me your favorites and your dark horse for the Champions League. So we got PSG versus Villa, Madrid versus Arsenal. That, oh my God, I don't think you understand how big of a Madrid fan I am going to be. A la Madrid, like no tomorrow. Bayern versus Inter and Dortmund versus Barcelona. I can't lie. These are all good matchups when I think about it.
So you could end up with El Clasico final.
Yep.
You could end up with the German derby in the semi-finals.
Yep.
You can end up with PSG versus Bayern Munich, the rerun 2022. COVID. Arsenal, you can have Arsenal Barcelona again, 2006.
Oh, listen. Listen. No, that's not even what
bro, that's what I'm saying, bro. You can have Real Madrid and Bayern Munich again, which was last season semi-final.
Last season, yeah.
Possibly win that. It's basically only Villa. It's only Villa who don't have any connection with anyone. Oh yeah, Michael's right. Mbappe, PSG.
Mbappe versus PSG. That is going to be a tasty one. All right, give me your favorites and give me your dark horse.
Real Madrid,
I think I know your favorite.
Real Madrid and Inter. Real Madrid favorites, Inter, dark horse.
Okay, I'll go with Madrid and as a dark horse, PSG.
It does feel like if PSG is going to win, it will be this year, won't it?
It'll be this year, yeah. I just feel like, yeah, this is the opportunity. I know. Listen, if you're gonna have Madrid or even Arsenal, to be fair, in the semi-finals, that's gonna be tough. But if there's ever time to win it, I feel like it's now.
For teams like Dortmund, Villa, and Arsenal, more Villa and Arsenal because Dortmund's been in the final last year. If they win their games in the quarters, it's up in the air then.
Yeah.
Because if Arsenal beat Real Madrid over 2 legs, then I'm convinced that they can win the whole tournament.
Yeah,
if Villa beat PSG the way they're playing, I'm like, Emery. And the way Dortmund's season's been rubbish, you just know we've had them seasons where the team's been rubbish in the league, like Liverpool 2005, and then win the tournament, man. But it's the only thing is it's at Bayern Munich Stadium, innit? It's at the Allianz Arena, bro. So I wouldn't put it past them just fleecing the whole thing.
Yeah.
Company would have had that in the league in his first season.
I mean, that is a mad first season, to be fair.
Yeah, considering he got relegated the season before.
That's what I was just about, before anyone said, oh, what about Slot? Like, bro, if you get relegated the season before to the next season, you win a league and a Champions League. Piss off. You're not getting better than that. You're not getting better than that.
So mad seeing Arsenal and Villa there, man.
More so Villa.
Villa, innit?
Yeah. Because I'm like, right, Villa, like, look at all the other teams. You're like, yeah, I kind of see these teams more time, like, in most seasons. They'll probably be in the quarterfinals anyway. Like, it doesn't shock me that any of these other teams, even Dortmund, as poor as they've been in the league, I'm like, no, I've seen them, man. You know what I mean? More time in that quarterfinals kind of thing. Like, but Villa, big up to Villa, man. Big up to Villa. I have to give them.
Was that Bayern Munich and Arsenal game last season? The one when the one when Saka dived and he didn't
Yeah,
get
that
the
was
penalty.
yeah, no, yeah.
Because they can't beat Bayern Munich, can it?
They
But
can't.
Arsenal always used to Bayern Munich. They lost last season to
Oh yeah,
them.
remember them and Barca, the two teams that always getting slapped.
Yeah,
by all the
10-1 in aggregate? The couple
yeah,
seasons
like
before that.
let me even check. Like
I
Arsenal.
remember that it's 5-0 and 5-1 in it, both legs, and then 2-1 last season. Yeah, that's not the team they want to.
It's mad. No, to be fair though, last season when they faced them,
Should have won.
Bayern Munich only went through by one goal. They won 3-2 on aggregate.
Mm-hmm.
So pretty close, to be fair. Last season, pretty close.
It's Emery, man. The Emery thing, I don't trust him, blood. Hope you.
Couple of years saying PSG. The kid's gone with PSG. Trudon's gone with Madrid. As the kid said, Villa is a dark horse. I hear it, honestly.
Yeah, they are.
All I'm going to say to everyone, I'm not underestimating anybody. Anybody who wins it won't surprise me. Like, I just don't feel like I'd be surprised. I'll be like, yeah, Champions League, innit?
If I go off form, the only teams that shouldn't be able to win this Champions League is Dortmund and Arsenal, bro. The rest should
I'll take Villa as well, if you're saying off form.
Yeah, but their form in the Champions League's been.
Oh, okay, fair.
Yeah,
okay.
Actually, yeah, that don't make sense because Arsenal's been pretty good as well. That what it is, that this Champions League's been so long, bro.
It feels like it, innit? Because more games, innit? More games.
Oh.
And usually, I don't know, I feel like the time gap between the 8th game and even the round of 32 to even get to the last 16 was so big. Like, now I'm like, right, we're only still here. But to be fair, it's only March. So
Arsenal can't be winning the Champions League the year we win the league, bro. I won't have it, bro. I'll pitch invade myself, bro.
Yeah, nah. Bayern need to qualify to it. Yeah. Should have been Atalanta there instead of Villa. Hey, shoulda, woulda, couldas. Shoulda, woulda, couldas. Unai is very good in Europe. Yeah, he don't fuck around.
Yeah.
Nah. I promise you, it won't matter if Liverpool win the Premier League if Arsenal win the Champions League.
They won't give a damn, bro. They won't shut the fuck up, bro.
Nope. We won't even live it down. You know why we won't live it down? Because the reality is, at some point, they'll probably have to face PSG if PSG make it through. And if they then beat PSG, we're not living that down. I promise you, we're not living that shit down.
Yeah, me trying to wear my Liverpool top in Birmingham's long. If Villa,
even then, yeah, I'm saying like you wouldn't be able to do that if Villa was to get. Listen, it's all kind of difficult right now, man. All right, guys, we're gonna wrap it up. I'm hungry and I need to continue the rest of my day. Love to Sav for joining me this afternoon.
You watch Raising Kingdom, by the way?
There's only one episode out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, watch it. Yeah, I thought he was gonna say the second one come out. Yeah.
What about you watched Daredevil yesterday? Or you still waiting?
No, I finished. Literally, I finished it just before I started the stream.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm waiting for as in whilst you was talking about there was at the beginning of the stream, I was looking up when's the next episode. Like I was trying to figure out. They're doing like they did 2, then 1, then it's like 2, then back to 1, and then we get obviously it's 9 episodes altogether, which is kind of weird, but
I only just watched Thingy today. I only watched this week's Severance just before I come on. It's terrible.
We'll get there. I'll get there. Let me get there first. Let me get there. Big up to 𝐒𝐁𝐄 Austin. Big up to your damn.
Yeah, big up, bro.
To your damn self. Is it on Prime? Is what on Prime?
I think it's all about Raising Kingdom. I didn't watch it on Prime.
I don't know what it's on. So you know I've got
Yeah, I know the Prime thing's so confusing because on Prime, like Stars and Lionsgate or whatever are on Prime, but then they never update it. Yeah, it's on there. Like it's one of the apps on there, but they never update it. So I always just watch Raising Kingdom on other means, innit?
Yeah. I watch it somehow.
Yeah.
I'm trying to. Honestly, I don't know. You'd have to check Trudon. You know what, Trudon? Let me know next stream I do, or even at the end of this video, comment and let me know is it actually on Prime? Because that might be good for other people to know. Anyway.
Yeah, they did it last time, but what they did is like it's like they started it 2 weeks late because that's what happened with Powerbook 2. By the time they put it on Prime, I was already like 3 episodes in. But I think at the moment, like for anyone trying to watch certain things, I think you can just Google stuff now and you'll find.
Yeah, real talk.
Yeah,
real talk. You can just Google shit. Like it's actually not even that deep. Last question and then we'll head out. Who win the Europa and dark horse? I'll be so real. I've not really been watching Europa, but the little I have seen Let me check. Actually, let me check. Let me not be disingenuous. Actually, let me have a look at the Europa League quick. Because I did actually watch the United game the other day. To be fair, against Sociedad.
I think I got Frankfurt winning it.
All right, so we got Athletic Bilbao versus Roma. Roma 2-1 up in that first game, first leg. Frankfurt. Ajax, yeah, 2-1. Lazio 2-1 against Victor Plzen. Olympiacos are losing 3-0 to Bodo Glimt. Lyon 3-1. Don't know who that is. Man United 1-1 against Sociedad. Rangers 3-1 up against Fenerbahce. And Tottenham losing to AZ Alkmaar. I'm going to go Lyon as favourites.
I'm
going to go Lyon.
That's not a bad shot. I was thinking Spurs before, man, but they're too inconsistent.
They're too inconsistent, bro. Like, if anything, they'd be considered a dark horse just because, like of how shit they've been.
If it wasn't Spurs, I'd want them to win just because Ancelotti always leaves or something in the second season. So I kind of want him to do that. But they're so inconsistent. It's ridiculous.
If I had to pick a dark horse, Manchester United.
Dark horse, I'm thinking Lazio, blood.
Lazio, yeah, Lazio's a shout, to be fair. They're 2-1 up anyway in that first leg. Yeah, no, I'm going to say Manchester United, dark horse. Listen, if they win, honestly, there's too many stories in this like European football this season. Like if Arsenal win it, if Arsenal and United win their respective competitions.
Yeah, because Chelsea have to win the conference.
Because Chelsea have to. That
would be in it. Just for Liverpool's sake, bro. We'd win the league, and all of these would win a European trophy.
A European trophy, meaning, bro. All I'm saying is, I promise you, it won't matter. I just promise you, it won't matter. I'm ready to get old, bro, and not have Arsenal win a European trophy. I think it's funny, bro. Yeah, I'm good with that. I'm super.
And then all of a sudden, Arteta would be the best. Oh my god, I can't have that, bro.
That's the problem. That's why I don't want them to win it, because I'm just like, I can't deal with that level of conversation. Like, I don't really have the capacity to. Now we're trying to have conversations, and every 2 seconds, but we won the Champions League recently, though.
Yeah, they can't calm themselves down. I already seen everyone's thumbnails and that. We'll back to Madrid. All right.
Cool.
All right, man. Good luck.
You'll learn the hard way, and when you do learn the hard way, we'll be there.
Yeah, because I saw somebody else celebrating his face off yesterday. He can't wait to play Arsenal, bro.
Good. All right, let me end it there. Guys, big up to your damn self. Big up to all the members, by the way, of the channel. I will be dropping a video later on today. Today's Thursday, so I'll have one of my versus battles. This week, we're heading over to Germany for the versus battle. So, cool. Yeah, man, let me know. Let me know who you guys think is the better player. And I might drop another video later. I don't know if ENDZ is streaming today. I messaged this brother, and for some reason I'm on 1 tick, so I don't know if he's blocked, man, or what. I don't know. Like 1 tick. I'm like, right, not even 2 ticks. So yeah, just stay tuned, man. Stay locked in. Love Savage for joining me. Man.